here's why most insurance models lose. It's actually quite simple. I had a call today with a private equity firm. I woke up, we hopped on the call, and I just asked them quite simply. I was like, I'm interested in how to make my insurance book of business more valuable. What are the things I should be focusing on? And we have our internal marketing, and you start to say different fancy marketing terms. You've got your cost per lead. You've got your cost per acquisition of customer, click-through rates. You've got all of these different fancy terms. The most important thing when it comes to any business model is the lifetime value of the customer acquired. So, you'll hear a lot of times people talk about what's the CAC, what's the cost of acquiring a customer. And in the insurance space, maybe that costs you reaching out to 100 leads. And 100 leads at some companies are free, but getting a hold of 100 leads might cost you a month of your time. If you are ever worth $1 million in your life, if you take that $1 million net worth and it's $83,000 a month and you divide that by 30 days, and it takes you a month to get a hold of 100 customers or sell 100 customers, and that lifetime value doesn't exceed that $83,000 for the month, that's a deficit. That's where you start to lose. You could subtract the difference of, let's say, the 100 customers in the insurance space. It's usually you're profiting, $500 per customer, because you've got to subtract out what business is not going to net, what business is going to fall off, and that's all first year. That's not including what falls off going into the second year. So it's actually a little lower than that, and it might be, per every 100 customers you talk to, maybe you're getting 30%, 40% of that actually to convert and translate into your average dollar amount, which again is probably going to be anywhere from $300 to $400 a lifetime value per customer. So, and that's just, again, a couple years into the insurance space. So if you look at that, you got 100 customers, multiply that by 300, you're looking at $30,000, $40,000. So for the people out there that are chasing the free leads, well, I've got free leads and I've got access to these systems and this technology, but you're spending all day, all week, all month, your entire year chasing this hamster wheel, and you're not, the most important thing, if I could simplify it even more, is not to calculate out just the cost of acquiring the customer, but what is your time worth to you? Now, obviously you can't be delusional and say, well, I'm a billionaire, so, I need to get $80 million, every single month for me to even consider doing this. That's not going to happen in the insurance space. You know what I mean? So you've got to be somewhat realistic, but you've got to be optimistic as well. Why can't your time be worth more? As you continue to develop your skills and add more value to the marketplace, you should be looking to maximize your volume. Do you have access to the most human beings? Do you have access to all the territories? Are you trying to get access to better human beings as well? And then finally, why aren't you selling the highest quality products? So when you're selling those high quality humans, you can increase your lifetime value. So now, if you're watching this, you're in the insurance space, you're in the sales world, you should want to spend money on leads. You should want to ask, what's the best lead out there? And obviously, you're not looking to waste money, but you're looking to maximize profitability. So you're looking at that lifetime value. And where you really start to win is when it's a 5-to-1 or greater ratio. So once you're getting $5 to every dollar that you're spending, you can really start to scale. And if it's beneath that, you don't really have anything too special. This is the most important thing when it comes to tracking your value. A lot of people think it's how many people can I recruit? That's not what the insurance business is. The insurance business is the insurance business. Now, distribution of your product is going to be easier with more people to distribute your product, but you're going to have a way healthier, a way more valuable book of business by getting wealthy people sold, recruiting competent people to sell those wealthy people, and yourself becoming a better person. It's going to increase the intrinsic value. Basically, the value of your business is going to 10x, not only financially, but energetically as well. Have you ever worked in sales and spent time with people or clients that were draining your energy and you wish you never would have even taken the money or did the deal? Those are people that are going to cause a negative ROI in your life, even if it's positive on the financial sheet of man, I made a lot of money off this guy or this girl. If it is draining your soul, it's not worth the money. You should say no to the money, right? So this is the most valuable thing you can do when it comes to measuring your book of business and increasing the value of your business. And a lot of people don't realize this because they're so focused on, well, what's the cheapest and easiest way that I can go about doing this? Poor people are asking themselves, how do I find the shortcut? What's the cheap way? What's the easiest way? Think of it like socialism. How do I have a handout and codependence? And there's nothing wrong with that initially in sales when you're getting started, that codependence, the training wheels. But if you codepend forever, the training wheels come with a price. It's usually half of your commission and ownership. That's what you're giving up. When you remove the training wheels and you accept risk and responsibility, and the more risk and responsibility you can handle, the more reward that's available to you if you bring value to the marketplace. And in the insurance world, that just means sell the most insurance, the highest quality insurance, and keep it on the books. That's it. So wealthy people are going to ask themselves, what's the shortcut that everybody's avoiding? What does nobody want to do? Poor people don't want to invest money, they want to spend money. Rich people don't want to spend money, they want to invest money. That's it. They're looking to themselves, how do I get a maximized version of this dollar? How do I put this dollar into a machine and get $10 out? Well, as a poor person, it's like, how do I put $1 into this car, $1 into this piece of jewelry? How do I put $1 into something that's not going to bring me an ROI and it'll bring me a social ROI? I want to feel good on the internet. I want to look good and get a bunch of likes and attention. And that's okay if that's what makes you happy. And some people find a way to win off of that model. But ultimately, your lifetime value is going to correspond to how much risk can you handle? How much responsibility are you taking? There's no other way around it. Look at all the greats in history. When's the last time you saw Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, any great inventors, any great entrepreneurs, any great people in life talk about avoiding risk and taking shortcuts? Look for the handout. Look for the freebies. Look for the way for you to find the easiest way to get the job done. I would like to say the most successful guys are still looking for the easiest way, but they're using it in the form of intelligence. How do I get as much leverage as possible? Meaning, how do I get as much return out of my time and my money as possible? What tool do I need? In insurance, it really comes down to a high quality lead. You need high quality people selling high quality leads. And to retain those people, they need good commission. They need to control their leads. They need to own their book of business. It's as simple as that. There's nothing else you're going to do in insurance. There's nothing new you're going to bring to insurance that's going to break the model and be like, well, we have a new tech and we have a new system and we've got these new free leads. All of that is a scam to rob you of your compensation, of what you deserve, and rob you of controlling and owning your book of business. And that's why most insurance models lose. If you like my content, like, share, subscribe, comment. If you have ideas on what I should talk about, just shoot me a DM on Instagram. It's Tristan Dlabik.